a law that says that you have to own a gun if you live in Goreville. I don't live right in town, but I live around here pretty close. I think it's all right for everybody to have a gun, protect themselves.
In 1982, the Village Board of Goreville passed Ordinance 82-2. This ordinance stated that each household must own a firearm and ammunition.
Goreville's a quaint community, and we hope it grows, but we hope it does keep its same personality that we've all grown to appreciate.
There's a lot of people want to come to Goreville because of the things that are going on in bigger towns is not going on down here, and we just are very grateful for that, and I think that's what brings all the people into Goreville that want to come.
Goreville, I think, is the most welcoming community I've ever been associated with. Doesn't matter, there's no social status that has to be maintained. It was done because of Morton Grove, Illinois, decided to go to its progressive liberal statist roots and make it illegal to own a firearm. Goreville did just the opposite, in that they put a law into effect that had no teeth whatsoever. If you had any moral conviction against guns, if you didn't like guns, it didn't matter, but it was essentially done just as a wake-up call that we remember the Second Amendment and all the rest of the Constitution. I don't remember the last time there was any type of a gun-related incident. To my knowledge, after that law was passed, there was no one that bought or sold a weapon. You know, I mean, it just, everyone that wanted one already had one. They knew it was symbolic. So there was no change. There was no, nobody dropping 45 automatics in the grocery store at checkout lanes. You know, it was symbolic, and it served its point and its purpose, and we're glad it happened that way.
Many years later, at a 1997 board meeting, it was announced that the village attorney had advised the board that the gun law should be deleted. This was due to the potential of liability repercussions. However, in a recently requested search for the deletion in the village records, it could not be located.
They might have changed that, I'm not sure. It might still be that way, though.
What makes it different is we had a mirror that they forced the ordinance through that everybody carried a gun. And now, you can't carry a gun until somebody that never carried a gun before takes you out in the field and puts you through the rack, you know, to make sure that you can handle a gun, and they never handled one before in their life. And I've been in the Army and state police and the county and everything else carrying a gun for 50 years, and now I've got to take a test to carry a gun.
Huh.
I don't believe in it.
Everyone in this area, I think, is kind of in agreement, even though we listen to everyone, but there's too many laws already. You know, I mean, I think the term soft tyranny that I've been hearing lately is a good way to describe it, in that less is more. You know, I mean, the least amount of laws that we've got to have, the better off that we think we are, and the chances are we're not going to have to, in some way, form, or fashion, do the same thing we did on this gun ordinance. But I don't really think that the people, they got a kick out of it. But as far as meaning anything else, there was Terry Auto Supply, I think at the time, had a belt buckle that they put a picture of a rifle on one side and a handgun on the other, and the belt buckle said, it's not just a good idea, it's the law. But they handed them out. I mean, just, again, it was more of a just having a good time with it. I understand part of the repeal was, excuse me, because of liability, insurance-wise. If someone accidentally was shot or hurt in some way, form, or fashion, by a firearm, then the city could be held liable even though there was no teeth in the law.
The city attorney told the city council that they could be held liable if there was some mishap shooting or somebody shot or something in the wrong manner, so that's when they went to work to take it off the books.
The ordinance repeal was placed on June 10, 2013, in which the ordinance was repealed by a vote of 3 yeas and 1 nay. I'm afraid.